they are saying when A and B have the values found in part A, now it says factorize P of X completely. So let's put it. So we have found the values to be negative 24 for B and negative 11 for A. So let's rewrite it. P of X is 6x cubed plus AX plus BX plus 9. So first write that. Don't skip any stage. Come on. We can get there. So P of X is equal to 6x cubed plus AX squared plus BX plus 9. Okay, I think so. Plus AX squared plus BX plus 9. 6x cubed, yes. Then we found our A is to be negative 11, B to be negative 24. So A is equal to negative 11. Then we have B being equal to negative 24. So now what are we going to do? Let's replace. So we can now write to say, okay, our P of X is actually equal to 6x cubed minus 11x squared minus 24x plus 9. Now, what do they want us to do? They want us to factorize completely. So when you're factorizing completely, what you can easily do is, here you've been told that x minus 3 is a factor. So you have been told that x minus 3 is a factor. So what you're just going to do is do long division and find something quadratic that you would then factorize. Okay, so you're going to say, okay, x minus 3 is a factor. So I'm going to say x minus 3. Let's go into this thing. 6x cubed minus 11x squared minus 24x plus 9. This is going to be what I have. And I'm saying x minus 3 into this. What am I trying to do now? Why am I doing long division? Because it simplifies. You're not going to find all the factors yet. You're not going to factorize a cubic thing. But what you're going to do is, if you divide by one of the factors you have been told, you can then reduce it to a quadratic thing, which you can then factorize and find the other two factors, and you'd have factorized it completely. So let's do long division. What did we say long division is? It is the DES guy. Divide, expand, subtract. So expanding and subtraction. So you do the expanding, and you'll be doing it with a pencil, and then we'll remove it when we're done. Okay, you write softly with your pencil so that it's easy to erase. Now, when you're dividing, here are the rules. When you're dividing, you only divide by the very first guy, which is x. So x is the only thing that does the dividing. Then when you get a solution, you're going to expand it by multiplying it by the whole of x minus 3. But when you're dividing, you only divide by x. So and you divide things one by one. You don't divide into the whole thing. You divide things one by one. So you're going to say x into 6x cubed. You're going to get 6x squared. Okay. Then this 6x squared you get. Okay, you are going to get this 6x squared, and you write it. Okay, because the 6 comes, then x cubed divided by x becomes x squared. Now this 6x squared you expand by multiplying it by x minus 3. Okay, you write it down, then you expand it by multiplying it by x minus 3. What are you going to get? 6x squared times x, you get 6x cubed. 6x squared times negative 3, the answer is negative. 6 times 3 is 18x squared. So it's 6x cubed minus 18x squared. Now the answer you get, you are coming to subtract. Because you have expanded, now you're subtracting. So it's minus, then you open bracket, you say 6x cubed minus 18x squared. That's what you do. Then you're going to find an answer. So we are going to remove. Now we are subtracting. 6x cubed minus 6x cubed, they go. Negative 11 minus 18. It's like to say negative 11. So it's negative 11 plus 18. What am I going to get? 7. So this is going to be now 7x squared, then minus 24x, then plus 9. This is what I'm getting. Look at this now. I have done the subtraction. What is the next thing? Divide again. The next thing is to divide again. Remember, it's divide, expand, subtract. Divide, expand, subtract. Divide again by saying x into the very first thing only. Okay. So what am I going to do now? X into 7x squared, it becomes plus 7x. Okay, then this 7x you expanded 7x, you expanded by multiplying by x minus 3. 7x times x, this becomes 7x squared. 7x times negative 3, this is negative. 7 times 3, this is 21. So it's negative 21 of x. Then we're going to say minus, we put that now, 7x squared minus 21x. Okay, we are putting it. Now we're going to say 7x squared minus 7x squared, nada. Then negative 24x minus 21 is like saying plus. So you can say negative. Remember, when you're simplifying, you just take the numbers in front. Negative 24 minus 21. You get negative 3. So this is just going to be negative 3 of x. Then plus 9. Okay, so by the way, you bring down anything which is missing. So there was nothing for x, so we brought it down. We brought the x, we brought the 9 down. Just like here now, there's nothing for the 9, you bring it down. Now what are you going to do? X into the thing that remains, x into negative 3x, the answer is negative, and the 3 comes, the x's and x cancel. Then what do we do? We expand. So we're going to say negative 3 multiplying x minus 3. Okay, negative 3 times x, this is going to be negative 3x. Negative 3 times negative 3, this is going to be positive 9. So we are actually going to then subtract negative 3x plus 9. The same two things subtracting each other. Negative 3 minus, it becomes 0. 9 minus 9, it becomes 0. So now your answer is going to be 0. So what are we going to have now? We can say that our p of x is actually going to be equal to now x minus 3, and this x minus 3 is multiplying the solution, which we now get 6x squared plus 7x minus 3. Now our job is now to just factorize the second part, which is quadratic, which you have to be very good at. There is no explanation, there is no excuse. You have to be good at factorizing a quadratic thing. So now you're going to just factorize this quadratic thing, and you're going to get your solution now. So what are you going to do? Let's factorize this thing. How do we say 6 times negative 3? You're going to get negative 18. You put it on a T with a pencil. Then you've put the factors of 18 itself first. 1 and 18, 2 and 9, 3, yes, and 6. 4, you say 18 divided by something. If it gives you a remainder, it doesn't. It's not a factor. 18 divided by 4, no. 18 divided by 5, no. You don't get an answer without a comma. You get an answer with a comma. 18 divided by 6, well, 6 is already written, so it's time to stop. Once you get two numbers which you've already written. Now, I can see that this is a negative. Remember that we want two numbers that will multiply to give us this guy you're seeing here. And he's a negative, so that means the two people will have different signs. For it to be negative 18, we are looking for factors, remember, so they will have different signs. You then look at the middle thing, that's the sign of the bigger number, it's positive, so that means the smaller ones are the negative ones. Now we're going to say p of x is equal to x minus 3. This one multiplies now. We have what? What will give us 7 when we combine? 9 minus 2, so the rest won't. Okay, so it's going to be now 6x squared. Okay, then minus 2x, then plus 9x, then minus 3. Okay, because I can see that the 9 will be more useful here. So what will I do now? This is going to be equal to x minus 3. And this multiplies what now? We factorize by grouping. Okay, what comes out here at 2x? So you're going to factorize by grouping now. In here, you open bracket. What comes out is a 2x. Okay, is a 2x. What now do you remain? 2 into 6, 3, x into x squared, and x. Then 2x into negative 2x is minus 1. Then what is going to come out here is going to be a 3. Then you're going to say 3 into 9 is going to be 3x. 3 into negative 3 is minus 1, like that. So it's going to actually be now x minus 3 multiplying. You start with the two things outside, 2x plus 3. Then you now multiply by 3x minus 1. There we have it. And we are done. What is it saying? Find the values, factorize completely. We have done the complete factorization, and we are done. Now we're going to go to the next question. We meet in the next question. Goodbye for now.